Hi Collective, welcome to my channel, Crystal Shadow Work. Hi everyone. So this reading is going to be intended for whoever finds it, who's definitely going through something at the moment and really trusting to have faith to be led and guided. It's kind of like you're choosing to take this leap of faith, right? Because you're going into an area of your life, or you're doing something you've never done before, but you know that it's very much in alignment with your destiny, your divine life path, purpose. You're definitely finally making that major change in your life, choosing you at this moment, and it can be very exciting. And in the past, you may have been here before. They're showing me like the rainbow bridge right now, because it's like this path has appeared for you, right? And it's in this bridge to this new life. May have been here before, but for some reason, you didn't choose that path. You went back towards something that was familiar. You went back down a path that maybe that was available to you. That would have been, at the time, you felt more of a safer path to choose because it didn't require you to step into the unknown. Maybe you weren't ready for it yet, but I feel you very much are now. Okay, so I wanted to get some different messages going along with this and give you guys confirmation to not give up and to definitely keep pursuing your heart's desire. Okay, so I very much have been channeling the colors and the vibrations of green and purple. I've really been feeling them strongly, and you know, that's really showing me that you're definitely going through like a heart healing at this time. So some of you could have went through a situation where there was some heartbreak, right, or a loss. Now having this eclipse cycle we just went through, and the 1111 gateway energy very much was preparing you for this new step. So a lot of karmic situations within family and friends have been closing out. So there could have been a recent situation where you have a change in your family, some of you a home situation, but it was to bring you in alignment with your destiny. Okay, and that's why the purple, I'm feeling very strongly, because that's about soul's evolution, growth, spirituality. Okay, so that's why I feel the two are going together, because what you're going into is a higher vibrational relationships, connections with your family members, with your for some of you, you're bringing in new soul, like your soul family. That's what I mean by new family members. So you're bringing in more people that you're connecting with on a soul level, where they're going to feel as though they're your soul family. Also higher vibrational soulmates, those divine unions, divine counterparts and things like that are coming in. I've seen this one again, sing, equalizer, higher self. You're definitely going into the highest version of yourself, which is so exciting. All right, so stability, chaos, there's really a balance coming, but chaos was probably going on before this balance, right? Or for some of you, there was chaos and now you're in this place of peace, right? Because you're kind of assessing everything, because you're in this process of healing. You're right in between worlds, because this new world is getting ready to come in for you, and that's why it can be scary and daunting, because this is the part where you're like, oh my gosh, like my life is changing dramatically. Do I go back to what I know? Do I, you're starting to assess how to move forward, but you're kind of trying to go to the past to plan the future, and that's what I'm telling you, don't do that at this time. They want you to wait, because things are being materialized. You're going to be led and guided down this divine life path of purpose that you are meant to go down, but you can't be scared at this time. You have to allow situations to fully close out for this new cycle to begin. Look at this vision. Look at this duality, the light and the dark. It's like right now you're shedding the old, all of that darkness, okay? You're learning how to merge the dark with the light. Seeing there needs to be like a purge, a letting go, a releasing of all this dark energy for this new energy to come in, because it can't come in when you're in this chaos energy. It's like for some of you, you are being blocked from your divine life path because of chaos. And that needed to be removed so you could get to this place of peace and harmony to bring in your new life, right? So that's why you're waiting. So don't give up. Don't go back to chaos. Don't go back to karmic family members or friends. For some of you, that's like all you know. It's your only support system. And that's why things have it always seems like you do get times of your life where things come in, but then it's almost like your blessings were cursed, because it's like you get an opportunity, but then something comes with it, you know? It's like you have to sacrifice something to get something, like every time, like and often that's how it goes, but it's like it wasn't fair. It was just things were not fair. But look, you guys got miracles coming in. That's the miracle card. This card says codes in nature. You guys could be getting messages through nature, confirmation. Pay attention to spirit animals, messages, signs that you see at this time. I felt very guided to use this beautiful deck. I got the Metaphysical Oracle. I got another Earth deck that I pulled out, the EARTHCRAFT Oracle, and the Shaman of Dreams. I'm going to be getting messages from all of these because I really feel that whoever this is, look, witch doctor, wisdom, you could be awakening to gifts that you have very much within. That's going to guide you down this new path. It could have to do with a certain wisdom you have within. Like for some of you, you are changing your career path, your life, just everything, home, family, career. Some of you could be changing homes, all of that. You could be completely redoing your life. They're showing me intergalactic mastery. Look at that. How beautiful that is. Confirmation. See, and I've been seeing a lot of just beautiful colors, like rainbows, like every color. I really feel like you're activating all chakras and you're getting into an alignment. And a lot of you could be starseeds, as I felt guided to do starseed reading too. I pulled out my little Novi Star doll here, which I realized is, she's green and purple too. And then I was like, I did my nails purple last night. It's guided to this green deck. So very much this heart healing is taking place, which is very beautiful. I believe that your star family is helping guide you at this time as well. So I'm going to be doing a starseed reading next. You guys should definitely watch that one if you feel guided. Great diviner, tradition, I can. Food meditation. These cards are very beautiful. Community. Clarity. You guys are very much going to be getting clarity about why things have happened. For some of you, it's like you were not even seeing that your family was holding you back. Look at all the spirit animals on here. You guys got a lot of animals that are coming to you, offering you their assistance. Now, for a lot of you, it could be through TV, your phone, the computer. Pay attention to animals that you're seeing. Or maybe you're watching movies lately and there's tigers in them, things like that. Tiger symbolism is very, very beautiful. Yeah, I just watched The Beast the other night with this lion. Oh my goodness. Anyway, snakes, butterflies. It kind of looks like the phoenix. There's so many different animals in there. So like I said, you could be seeing them very much in nature too. They're showing you that. But these spirit animals are coming to you as messages that you can call them in too for their enlightenment. I really feel as though you really don't know where you're going, what you're doing. Like I was like this deck, when I was starting to connect with this energy to start it, I was like not even sure how to shuffle my deck. I was like all over the place, but I was trying to do it in new ways, which is beautiful because I really feel like you're trying new ways to do things. And this is like a new deck, and that's why I'm like, I need to try it in new ways because it feels very, very, like new and stiff, and I'm careful because I don't want to mess it up. At the same time, I felt that I want to shuffle it a different way. I want to try. So I was trying to split the deck and do different things. And I'm always aware of different cards that come out whenever I split the deck. I've been seeing these two. Family. This definitely has to do with family, right? And connecting. Connect. Right now I'm just going off of the messages that I received. They're showing me the higher self card again. This deck's got very powerful messages that go with each of these cards, but like, I mean, I just kind of feel like freestyling at this moment, taking my messages. So, see, things can be very messy, but then they're all going to come together. What's beautiful is that you're trying to make changes, going after new ways. You're definitely going through a transformation. They show me the Sing card again. You're definitely being called to embrace that inner child, to go after talents and abilities that you don't even know you possess. It's funny how I said that. I had said it out like I had said it backwards. Right away I said talents and abilities, and I meant to say that embracing this inner child, doing things that are fun for you, are going to bring out these talents and abilities. So maybe for some of you, you already know that you're talented and that you already have these abilities. A lot of you do. I've been channeling or connecting with a strong singer, songwriter. I've been seeing a guitar a lot lately. So if you've been watching my readings the past week, this is definitely a message for you that you have a talent, ability with singing. You see all that coming out from her voice there. You have a very healing voice. You're definitely meant to be a singer and play an instrument. It could very much be the guitar or just a singer in a band or something like that, but this is somebody that's very talented, very magical, because that's magic alignment. And even if you haven't been watching my channel, but this is confirmation, like you know when something feels right because you feel it. When you feel amazing doing something, it's talent, it's ability, it's something you're supposed to be pursuing. A lot of you starseeds, right? Look, lion symbolism again. You have a talent and an ability and a gift, because it was supposed to be about you pursuing your passions and your dreams and lighting up this world. Because when you are in a vibration, a high vibration, you're radiating light and you're healing all. Why am I trying to say alls? You're creating this light. You're healing all around you, people, the world, the universe. Can you hear like this powerful? Like you're not just healing the souls around you. It's like your healing is going out into the earth, the environment, everything. A lot of us starseeds hold these codes within, so we do heal this planet just by being here, by where we're called to travel and visit and go. Accountability they're showing here with the lion. Animal energy, just realized the channel. Seduction. You guys are very much being tempted, by the devil and devil energy, and that's why some of you, you're having family members and friends blocked out because they've been letting the devil have access to you, because they've been letting the devil have access to them. Look, metaverse, which you guys are very powerful. That's what I mean. Your energy is going out of this world. Like, it's powerful. I love this. I don't think you realized how powerful you are. It's like the animals are working with you. You have the power to control them, have them work for you. They want to work for you. The great diviner. See, I really feel like I need to do just a reading alone with this and get into the reading. I was just trying to do things different. So I'm a lot of times on my channel, I get excited. I want all messages behind the cards. So I'll channel my messages and I'll look at the meanings that are with each card. But this one I wanted to do a little bit differently because I'm trying to change things up, right? They very much want you to pay attention to the chaos that's going on around you, okay? Because you're going to get some truth. Sometimes in the midst of chaos, you see who your true enemies are. The people that truly care about you. Here's a for instance, within my family, my children had perceived something that wasn't true. They'd seen something that wasn't true. And right away I was going to correct the child that was wrong. And I thought, well, let me just wait just a minute and see how things go, right? So I immediately watched her go around in the entire family and you know, put her perception out. Then I watched how the family was interacting and everything. And I was just kind of taking in how everybody was reacting to the situation. And it was allowing me to see everybody's true intentions, how everybody truly felt, you know, within. And then it was one of those that when the truth was revealed, it was like, oh, it was kind of like everybody that was embracing this chaos, they realized, oh, it was kind of like I was just caught up. I shouldn't have gotten involved in that. I shouldn't have said anything. And the one that was going around sharing all of this, I thought maybe I shouldn't have shared anything, you know, because now I've, you know, opened a can of worms, you can say, or whatever, like, feeling very uncomfortable. And then it's like to all those people that was, your credibility and all that goes down. I guess that's a message for some of you that sometimes you just need to let things go. You just need to stay out of it, because the truth always comes out, and I knew that the truth was going to come out. But it's one of those, like, I used that situation in the midst of chaos, and I was like, well, I'm not going to get involved in it, and I'm just going to wait, right? But I wanted to see how everybody was going to react. So sometimes people can be revealed to you through others. So they're either calling you to just pay attention. The truth is going to come out, right? Somebody's ego is going through an ego death, right? And that could very much be you. Because I see this piece, you're starting to look in the mirror and you're starting to realize that you are beautiful and you are enough. You're not looking for outside validation anymore. That's where the ego death comes down. A lot of the people that have ego, I like to say wounds, not like, not egotistical and all that. But a lot of times when you hear like somebody has ego issues, you think that they love them, so they care too much about how they look or their status or their how much money or materialistic. They're really money hungry and into materialism, right? And those sort of things. But everybody forgets about the ego part where you don't feel as though you're enough, that you have to go to outsiders for validation. It's like you can't be happy until you see that others are happy or are jealous, because then you know you have something that people are envious of. It's definitely a form of ego. And see the ones on the, I like to say on the lighter side, the ones that just have insecurity issues, lack of self-esteem, having ego still, ego wounds. They just don't feel that they're enough. So they go to others for validation, kind of reassurance that what they're doing is correct. It's kind of like if somebody always went to a family member for love advice in their relationships, things like that. What if that person was guiding you away, in fact, from your divine? You wouldn't know, because you're not trusting how you feel. As I say, that unconditional love and blueprint, look at that picture of that heart. A lot of you have been guided away from divine life lovers because of these karmic family members or situations, because the devil's gotten involved, because the devil can manipulate anybody. They're in low vibration. And unfortunately, our world can do a lot of that with lack of money, resources, the 3D matrix. It's not fair. It's not fair. I mean, somebody can be so dedicated, you know, just like somebody can put in so much work to be a humanitarianism and, you know, just do everything out of their hearts. Put in more work, more passion into this, but not want any money, right, whatsoever. But in society's, you know, eyes, they're not getting paid to do that. So why people look at them like, why should they get the nice house and the nice car because they're not making money? But I guarantee you that person's probably putting in far more work than any of those people that had ever judged them. See, it's not fair. Because you can't put a money amount. You can't put, money is not love. That's what I mean. That's why it doesn't work. Money's not love. You think that you can show love with money, but it doesn't. It pulls the devil into it. Greatest forms of love have no money attachment whatsoever. Like, you know, I'd rather be with the love of my life and have nothing than have everything and be with somebody I don't love, you know? So So that's what I mean. The matrix, it doesn't work. And that's why we're breaking this matrix. It's coming down. Because, see, it's caused all of this ego and don't even get me started on all the problems it's caused. The 3D world is money and materialism, and that's what's separated us from source, divine. That's what's made us go after wanting possessions and wanting money instead of wanting love. Alchemy choices they're showing me. I can't get over like how many colors I'm seeing. Look at that alchemy. There's just so many beautiful colors. Look, this one is very much like blues and purples and greens. And I'm picking a lot up on here. Somebody is very much being a dreamer. And to me, this is like magic, like just very colorful. And they're mastering something. Somebody is mastering, look at this, legacies coming out, higher self. Yeah, somebody is definitely embracing their true life. Are going to be leaving a legacy for their family. You do, because they're breaking the matrix. They're walking away. They know their beauty, their worth. Look at this, going beyond, embracing the light and the dark, and emerging a new you. Look at this, infinity, infinite abundance, transcending. Somebody very much is transcending, raising their vibration, so they're going to be able, like I said, this person's going to be, is a witch doctor, is very much tapping into universal energies and healing everybody around them. So this person's going to be healing their family, but for some of you, you may need to create distance to do that, but you're going to be healing your family, your bloodlines. You're going to be healing so many people all around you. This could definitely be a Reiki master, seeing the hand there. Wow. You should definitely take a look at my shamanic readings, because they're, it's definitely like a shaman. You know, I was guided. I did a couple of shaman readings, and I did another reading for a shaman, but then I felt guided to the Shaman Dream Oracle, and I used that all day yesterday, so I did 3 parts of a reading. Yeah, look, intergalactic mastery again with guidance. See, and look at that. She's walking through all of those skulls, right? All that destruction. Wow. Ego, death, definitely. This is definitely something that's awakened, and they're going to be guiding others. Definitely could have went through an initiation to let go of that ego death. I feel this person, yeah, it was a divine feminine, strong divine feminine energy. She needed to close out that ego trauma, where she was going outside her validation because it was putting her worth down. Because see, when you put your worth down, you put down your abilities. And now she's realizing who's been seducing her, right? Who's been leading her away. She's going after her passions. Is that what I felt? Sex magic. I thought I was pulling out the passion. Creation partnered. I feel this is what was pulling her down. I see conjuring. Somebody could have conjured up some sort of like devil, demon almost to create lust, because lust spells disconnect you from your intuition and your abilities. So somebody very could have conjured up. And what's sad is some of these are family members that did this. Some are like mothers because they didn't want, seduction. Some of them are your own mothers that did this because they didn't want to see you succeed. They didn't want you to leave them. Some of them had trauma bonds, had the same ego problems, and they didn't want you to outdo them. They didn't want you to leave them. Look at that vision going outside the gate. They were stuck within the gate. They didn't want to see you go outside the gate, and I think they knew that you were different. They knew that you had a talent. I just seen that same card again. They knew that you had a talent, and so they've been blocking you from this. They knew that this would have took things off for you. So some of you, it's sad, but your own mothers knew that you had a talent, an ability, a gift, and they blocked you from it. But you're getting guided right back to it. Because you could see beyond the illusion and the veil, and you knew that love and all of that is what mattered most. And you chose that love. You chose loving yourself. You retreated. You took that time in silence and you started working on yourself and healing yourself. Unconditional love. And that's not what you're going to be getting. This is very beautiful. So for some of you, recently have had to let go of somebody, and now I'm picking up very strongly this is somebody's mom or stepmom, but it could be a sibling, it could be another family member, or it could be a friend. I mean, it's our, that you consider family. A lot of these people have been being revealed to us and removed from us with this eclipse. Again, intergalactic mastery. Look at that card. This is somebody that's definitely tapped in, definitely being led and guided and using the universe, getting divinely guided. This is beautiful. Yeah, look, infinite abundance. They're transcending. You're learning to work. You're learning to create magic, having the universe work with you. You're definitely transforming your life. Yeah, so yeah, you've balanced the light and the dark, and that's what it takes for this. You've balanced, and now you're creating a legacy. You're definitely working with nature, and you are telling the universe where you want to go. You definitely have choices to make at this time, but see, you're being called to have that inner peace within. See, that is why at this moment, and I've been channeling in the readings, that they want you to have peace because they want you to manifest what you want. They want you to direct the universe. Use all of these skills and these talents that you've been acquiring, and they want you to be at peace, and they want you to just dream, dreamer, and plan your life. And the universe is going to create this life of unconditional love all around you because you're free now. You've had this, whatever's been blocking you, you're free. And this is so powerful. That's what I mean. It definitely goes in alignment with my past week of readings. Oh, it's flipped here. Look, I completely put the deck. I put this many the wrong way. That was just those. So that magic alignment, to me that's light and dark. There's definitely union. Just go and higher self, equalizer. A lot of you, just to me, that was just like union. You're definitely uniting with a divine counterpart, someone that's going to be your equalizer, right? That's beautiful. Second time I've seen offerings on the bottom, then I just seen offerings on the card there on the split. So definitely you're being led and guided by your divine spiritual team, your ancestors, your past loved ones. They want you to offer them something. For some of you, it's just that gratitude. Just be grateful and thankful that they're there guiding you. For others of you, you could create an altar or a space. For me, I've just created an altar. I've just created an area where I tell them that I'm thinking of them and I've bought certain things. But I know that they like flowers. I know you can offer food, things like that. Like, I know a lot of people will put pictures and candles. I've been putting up cute things that have been reminding me of my ancestors. Like, I picked up a dream catcher and a wooden instrument from the very first flute that's ever been created out of clay. I found one of those. So I know that, like, just little things like that. I felt to say that, like, for the longest time, I didn't know you're supposed to create an altar. Like, I've always had pictures and I've always, given thanks and stuff, but I didn't know those certain things that you could do, it connects with them more. So it's beautiful. So that's what I mean by offerings. That's what I think is coming out, because then they're showing me prayer. And to pray to them, they're guiding you. Ooh, karmic debt. A lot of them could be handling your karmic debt too. And what I thought was beautiful too is I've been feeling very guided to doing elemental readings in the dragon realms. And I recently got a dragon deck. I'm going to be doing another reading, but in, what deck was it? The Shaman Dreams. I got a card with the dragon, just letting you know that The dragons are protecting your wealth. And for some of you, like, there's been inheritances that are due to you, and they've been being protected because they haven't wanted some of these energies around you or these family members to be benefactors of that. So they've been protecting it from you. So for some of you, it's like you got these things coming in, but they've been waiting for you to be ready. So you're going to be guided to these inheritances and these gifts through your ancestors. So you might want to communicate and tap in with them and see what messages you get and where you guys get guided, right? Plus, to me, if you weren't grateful and thankful for them, why should they give this to you? It's going to go to somebody else within your family. But what I'm saying is that they feel as though you've deserved it, you've earned it, that it's now for you if you so want it. But if you don't choose it, hell, it's going to go to somebody else in your family. For some of you, these are getting like monies. What's that word? They just put it out there. I can't think of it now. It came in fast and it slipped. It's not a word I normally use, so it went very quickly. It's like a money word or word where you put a little bit of money into something, and then it like puts you in, and then you get a bunch of money. It's kind of like paying your dues or something. And then you get the payout. I don't know what that word is, where you all put in a piece of money and then something takes off and then you all benefit from it. Something like that. Like dues were put in. I don't know if it was by you, but there was a big payout. And their part's been unclaimed because it was from a long time ago. So it goes down the family. And you're in line for it, but you have to claim it. Nations. Now, it can be very specific, but for others of you, they're wanting to give you spiritual inheritances. There's offerings again, see? So when you start to communicate with them and you offer them things, they're going to be connecting with you. And maybe you can find a way to communicate through things, right? Some of you, like if you have any trinkets or any gifts from your past loved ones, sometimes connecting with those, you may get messages. Some of you, I was just seeing psychometry. I think I'm saying that right. It's a form of divination where you get impressions off of items and you can receive downloads of messages and guidance. A lot of you are going to be having like heightened gifts at this time because you needed to just close out the chatter and the toxicities. And now because you have, it's going to open these new gifts up. Light and death. What? Look at the duality of that. I keep turning the cards to my microphone. I've recently moved around my desk and everything, so they're kind of flipped. But light and dark. You're coming out of the darkness. You're definitely going through this ending, this ego death. You're stepping into the light. I'm really feeling your life is going to be so much more vibrant. You're going to be having a lot more vitality, a lot more energy too, because some of these family members were like energy vampires. Yeah, look, see, you coming out of the darkness for damn sure. Yep, look, they're showing me prophetic dreams. Some of you have prophetic dreams. So they could be definitely talking to you through your dreams. Do a dream journal. I hear that often. I always tell myself I'm stubborn. I'm like, I'm going to remember my dreams. So a lot of times I'll be half asleep Googling my dream on my phone. But lately I've been falling back asleep before I even get start researching it Google. And I've been forgetting my dreams. You do literally forget them like the first 10 minutes or whatever. So write your dreams down so you can research them later. Because as much as I tell myself, like, I'm not going to forget my dreams, I still do. And I know that there's, like, herbs and things that you can use to help you, like lavender or chamomile or something like that. They're supposed to help you remember your dreams. So that could be for somebody. Probably for me, I need to know that. But look, you're definitely, like I said, I don't make it up. You're balancing out the light and the dark within. So because you're coming into this balance, you are elevating. Somebody here is definitely a medicine woman. That's also a shaman. The medicine woman oracle is what I did a beautiful reading. I haven't uploaded it yet, though. I need to. But it was definitely for feminines. I think that's why I didn't upload it, because I was calling it like a shaman reading, but then I realized it's definitely, the medicine woman is definitely talking about empowering the energy of divine feminines, and it's such a beautiful and powerful oracle. So I guess I'll label it divine feminine shamanic reading or something like that, but you guys should take a look at it. It's, all the synergy is going together. And then plant seeds. This is definitely a time for you to be planting your seeds and your intentions, because that's when you know that you're co-creating and you're working with Source. And when you're telling Source, you know, what it is you want. And to release and let go of anything that you need to at this time. Because some of these things, you've been being so strong, right? Forest of Tears. This is very beautiful. So here this card yesterday. I did get it. What this card talks about is the Forest of Tears, that even trees feel emotions and cry. And as they cry, it's like their sap, right, that comes out of a tree. And the trees know how much sap they need to release, depending on how much emotions they need to release. But then what happens after they feel their emotions is that tree sap hardens, right? Kind of like after you feel these emotions, sometimes these deep wounds, you can then harden, kind of like harden in your heart. And they want to make sure that you don't harden it too much, that you remain soft, right? Because they don't want you to be closed off. Because for a lot of you, because you've created this balance within, you're now manifesting and bringing in a divine counterpart. So they don't want you to stay closed off, because you have something amazing coming in. And we're not meant to be alone. We're meant to merge, come together. So you could already be seeing this person in your dreams, because a lot of times things are manifested in the 5D before they come into the physical. But they don't want you to stay closed off, and they don't want you to just, to me, when I think of this too, it's kind of like if you were cut, if you were really hurt, something got was like a deep wound, that could still make you bleed, right? That, to me, that's like emotions too, and then it hardened, and then for some of you, it's just like some painful things happen, and it's just like you sealed the wound, you cut it off, but you haven't felt the emotions. So they want you to, because they don't want you to have an overflow of emotions and be not in balance. And I just seen a card that represented that for me. Maybe it was this one where I was getting the vision of where I was talking in another reading about how, it's one of mine in the last couple days, how sometimes it's like, you've ever been in a moment or seen somebody where they get blessed with something so amazing, or something amazing happens to them, and they start crying because they're so happy, but then they really start crying, and you get this feeling, you're like, or I don't know if it's I do, but anyway, all of a sudden you can just tell that, wow, they're like hurtfully crying. Why are they hurtfully crying when this is something to be very beautiful? And it's because they reached this point of an overflow. They were in so much... Well, hold on. What is that, baby?
The book.
You found that?
Yeah, it's done.
Oh, he opened... Oh, that's a really cool toy.
Yeah, one.
All right, you playing with Charlie?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. So you there's only so much you can feel, right? So when that happens, it's like an overflow of emotions, right? It's like their cup was already filled so much with emotions that then this blessing came on top of it, and now their cup is all over the place and they're making a mess. And it's like, it's very beautiful, but you know, to release those, but it's like sometimes people get ashamed or embarrassed or uncomfortable, and then it kind of takes away from that happy moment. And sometimes people can create a new wound off of that, because then it's like they feel embarrassed or vulnerable, and it's like they want you to heal so you can just fully be ready for this amazing, beautiful time, right? And always remember it, and not feel hurt and things like that. So that's what I was getting in that reading, and it kind of felt it carrying over to this one too. Yeah, look, drought. overflow of emotions. What I'm getting, I'm just seeing all this water here. This this earthcraft goes off the elements, earth, air, fire, water, very much. Sacrifice, she's pointing to her heart. So somebody, has just some deep wounds within their heart. Alright, guys. Well, anyways, this reading got to 40 minutes. Oh, I wanted to pull a shaman card for you. So take whatever you feel is for you too. If any part of the reading you don't feel like it's in alignment with you, that's fine, because these are general. I mean, this is somebody's whole story, but it could be guided to multiple different people, right? But I wanted to show you guys the Shaman Dreams. Very beautiful deck. Moon Maidens on the bottom, representing new beginnings. But I had a card bookmarked. It was Sky Bridge, possibility for union. See, for a lot of you, it's like, that's where I was supposed to go with this reading. This is like where you are. Remember I talked about in the beginning for you need to have faith, because it's like you're going across a bridge you've never gone before. See, and you have to have faith and trust that you are elevating, but you are going up to the sky. And look at that. Like, it can appear to be so scary, right? But Sources got you. And I feel to tell you one more before I start. So I got a card yesterday. I forget which deck, but it was balancing the forces or something. And it was, I think it was the Shaman, because I was playing with yesterday. But it was, and the card talks about if you're trying to wait for the right moment to do something, it's like there's always going to be things coming about. It's like you see this one balancing. So you may feel as though you've got a lot going on in your life right now, these things that are making you balance or juggle, right? You're juggling situations or things happening, like it's not that calm. So you feel as though, because you keep having these things happen, that it's not the right moment to pursue something. And in this card, it's telling you not to wait for the right moment to pursue something. Don't wait for things to be perfect, like calm or still, because there's always going to be things that are coming up. It's kind of like that devil is always going to be testing you or sending people in to create some sort of chaos and mislead. But it says instead, balance on one foot. But instead of holding your arms into yourself and only relying on yourself, that's where you're going to fall down. It says in those moments when you feel as though you're balancing on one leg, like hold your arms out instead and let Source Divine guide you, And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. And it was confirmation for me that, there's always going to be things going on, but I have to not give up. I've got to kind of work around them or work with them or call in Divine. So that's where I felt like I was seeing that, like they're telling you. So like if you're scared about taking these next steps, call Divine in as like your safety net, to ask to hold your hand, to protect, to guide you as you take those steps forward, right? Because I really feel somebody's it's going to be happening in steps, right? So, isn't that beautiful? And the message here is what needs to be connected or disconnected, possibility for union. You stand before a seemingly unbreachable abyss, and there is no possibility of retreat. The path behind you is no longer a viable option. You have to act soon, though, as you run the risk of being stuck at the edge of a cliff. Life has brought you to this moment to offer you yet undreamt of possibilities, but you must no longer postpone what you know to be inevitable. And yes, you are allowed a breath or two before the leap, so take a bit of time to yourself. This is where I feel this is going on right now, because it's like you're getting ready to embark upon this journey, but they want you to get to a place of peace and harmony, right? So you're ready and you're brave enough to be ready for this, okay? Get away for a day or two of contemplation, or even just a few minutes. Walk to clear your head. Muster your courage so that you may cross the sky bridge. The sky bridge appears when the moment is absolutely right for a quantum leap. Life believes you are ready, even if you do not agree. Remember not to confuse your true state of readiness with your plans of preparation. Respond with a determined yes, and let the universe take care of the details. You need only to hold on to your positive affirmations, and the way will become obvious as you take flight and clear the abyss. Wow, isn't that not beautiful? That's what I mean. This is what's going on. See, they're showing me deep quiet, meditation, and stillness. There it is. See, that's what you need to do, because it's going to get you ready. So even though you're going to be having these things, and I've been talking about that all week, that it's like the calm in the storm, like the eye of the storm, but it's like the storm's already done, but there are going to be challenges, obstacles that need to be overcome, but it's like you're going to fully see them before you're going to be able to overcome them, but you're just going to have the strength and the courage to pursue those and make those steps and those movements. So that's why I've been telling everybody. That's why you got to be ready. Look at this. Preparation comes to fruition. Oh my gosh. See, I've been telling you guys, like, to me, this is peace, harmony, bliss. Look at that. You guys are being, like, prepared for this, these amazing abundances to come in. But it's like, no, all cycles are complete. They want to make sure that you're protected. Nobody's going to be a benefactor of what you're destined to have. That's why they're calling you to be a drifter right now. I can get in this card too. Experience life as it comes. They just want you to go with the flow. Like I said, even when things are being said about you or being right, sometimes it's free if you just allow it to happen. Knowing that the truth is going to come out, sometimes you're going to just pay attention because you're going to see some things. People are going to be revealed to you through situations and circumstances just by you allowing it. Some of these things are happening to try to trigger you, to wear you down, to try to steal your energy. So pick your words very wisely, what you choose to say, who you choose to give your energy to. See, there's this dream thief, right? As you're starting to rise and ascend, they are trying to take you off course. Don't say that don't let them take you off course. There it is again. Somebody is very talented. This kitty and the paintbrush art and guitar. For some of you, like you could have had a family member embarrass you or make you kind of feel like a joke, so that kitty looks very silly, or maybe somebody made you feel silly, or you think that you're silly to have this dream. You're not. You're not. First breath, beginner's mind. Like the wall, obstacles. Look at this, reconciliation. Definitely there's twins coming together here. And treasures hidden in the shadows. Overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. Like I said, there's an overflow of emotions. There very much is. And then what follows that is the fortune wheel and then dust devil, moving out of stagnation. For some of you, repairing the veil of forgiveness. See, some of you, forgiveness is needed for family members. You can forgive them, but keep them at a distance. Doesn't mean you have to let them into your field. Like I said, some of you, you're going to see these things. Just forgive them for you, so you don't hold on to those wounds. Things are going to be made right. You're definitely moving it. You will be moving out of this energy. They're preparing you, so don't give up. This fortune wheel. It's like this wheel's starting to turn. You're down here right now where everything's starting to fall off. Everybody that's been like holding on to you, wanting to benefit from you, those situations are falling off. And it's kind of like, they're falling off, like karma's being served. You could actually be losing everything, as I've been seeing the empty well a lot with this. It's like that empty well is being tapped out. So all those false people are going to fall off. But then as you rise, you're not going to have them anymore. And then you're going to come into an alignment with all of this abundance. And that's what's happening. You're on this fortune wheel right now. See, look, you're like right here. I feel you're getting ready to come all the way around. You're almost there. And that's probably why things have felt so challenging, because that wheel can be very challenging, right? Oh my goodness. So, and for not giving up, right? That's why you get those benefits. You don't want to give up and walk away and have that wheel have to restart and go through all that again. No, do not give up. All right, guys, that was the reading that I had for you. Hopefully it helped you. Definitely let me know if you like. Feel free to comment below. Definitely love all of the likes, my new subscribers. Thank you guys so much. If you have not subscribed and you watch my content, then subscribe. Why not? It's free. That way you will get notifications on when I do for future uploads, and you help my channel grow, right? All right, guys. Love and light to all of you. Bye.